Brian Visit and Viz, we just saw an absolute cracker. Air Force knocking down Coast Guard, and now here come the perennial powerhouses, Army, as they take on the Marines. The Marines in the white, Army in the black. The Army, you get first use of this ball, almost like the old Western, isn't it? The good guys in the white, the bad guys in the black.
Hey, all these guys are good guys. They're serving our country. Yes, they are.
Hopefully they don't watch this until Monday when I'm safely tucked home. Here we go, Army. First use of the ball, they go wide. Such an impressive outfit is Army as Foro. Oh, the offload from Foro is first class. It's still now with Army inside the 22. That one spills out. It'll be a little knock on. Marines, they breathe a sigh of relief. They'll have this scrum, though, deep inside their 22.
Yeah, good intent by this Army team. We've seen it all day long. So many weapons. Such a well-balanced side they are, but good defense by the Marines. Keep them out of the try zone early on.
Marcus here.
And it looks like Will Holder. I don't think Will Holder's in the starting line. Looks like Andrew Locke's on the bench as well. So I think that's good. Rest some of the stars of this Army squad. We talked about it earlier that it's a long, long weekend. And I think there were some tired legs on that Army side after they won that military final last year. So maybe the strategy is a little bit different this time around.
We'll see if the Marines can hurt them here. They decide to drop it onto the boot.
Well, there's a chase.
They get a favorable bounce too. And Bonavalu, he's forced to go back. Employs the Spinaroonie at the halfway line and earns his side a penalty as well. Like I said, yeah, you get to rest some of those key guys. No Melendez Rivera out there.
Yeah, but it's a good time for some of these guys who may not be in the starting lineup to really impress Coach Mark Drown. And we saw last game, Army kind of got off to a slow start at halftime. Drown really said, come on, guys, we can play better than that. And they came out like gangbusters in that second half.
Malutalo, he's also out there. That's him with the ball in the 14 jersey. Comes out to his winger now in Spino. Spino, we know he can score some tries. Steps under one, beats a second. And finally, the third time, he's brought down just short of the line. Quick ball, they'll get it done. 4-0, no one in front of him, uses the big fan. 4-0, the headband, he gets it.
Time's off.
And we have time off here just to listen in. Assistant referee coming into the field. Brian, let's go down and take a
Assistant
look.
referee Mosey to Mateo.
Knocked on by White?
Yeah, from offside position.
Okay.
Knock on by White, but you can go ahead and we'll try if we have energy.
Do you know the number by any chance?
No, I don't.
Okay. We'll just go with the try.
He's just trying to get some TV time.
Yeah.
He's getting a little antsy on the sideline, old Mose. What have you got for me?
Yeah, what else can he come around?
Just a knock on.
Yeah, I saw the guy running in front of somebody else over there, but that's all right. Do you see him wave to the camera too?
I love
Mose.
it. I love it. He's earned it though. We've got to give him his TV time. Mose Timoteo, what a legend.
15 seconds.
And there we see 4-0 dotting that one down next to the post. Now the attempted conversion from Geib. Splits the post. 7 points to 0. It's a good start here for Army. Like you said, resting some of their usual starters here, but doesn't seem to have changed the outcome for this Army side. Off to a great start.
Yeah, I don't think I see Anthony Welmers out there either. Has been one of the keys for this squad. But again, they have, we talked about it throughout, a well-balanced team. They all do the basics well. They can run with pace. They're all strong. They're all fit.
Bonavalo gets us restarted. High kick. Well fielded by the Marines just outside their own 22. What a counter ruck comes in. Big JC, John Cullen finds 4-0. 4-0. Can he get a second? Under the heavy attention there of Grant Penny.
Held up.
And ends up holding him up, the little man Penny. Great desperation stuff from the Marines to stop 4-0 from getting his second.
Yeah, desperate defense by the Marines. It's all Army right now, and they keep coming. That was a great counter ruck that led to that opportunity.
Time is off.
The ball people think a try was scored, so we're gonna have two balls on the field here. Yeah, that's a nice wrap tackle trying to keep that ball up. And that was Grant Penny, the halfback. Yep, they finally got the ball off the field. Okay, we're back to one ball. Put in for Army here. Great scrum position, split back line.
Crouch. Bind.
Always tough for a defensive team in this situation.
Bonivalo with the put in. Penny comes at him again, grasses him on the 5. Cullen comes to his right. Numbers, they won't need them. Beautiful low from Mulitalo. And he gets the try there for Armies. They extend out 12 points to 0 with a kick to come. Still in the first half. Danger signs here for the Marines.
Yeah, that was always going to be difficult. I thought Penny did well, though, to try to prevent the onslaught from coming at him, but they did well to get that ball out. And Mulitalo just too powerful. There you see it. The defense opened up a little bit too much. It was hard to defend that, just that close to the line.
Kick looks good from Guy. 14 points to 0, 5 minutes gone.
Yeah, this is working out exactly like Mark Drown would hoped it would, that he wouldn't have to put any of his big guns in there. The Marines need to answer here. Got to get something going here before the end of the half, and it's closing down just a couple of minutes before the break.
Great tap back from Army.
Oh, that an offside?
Maybe a little ping pong there. Referee should have played the knock on instead from Bonivalu.
It almost looked like an Army player was in front of his knocked on teammate. But the referee's just going to have an arm out for a scrum for the Marines. Nick Hancock has been kind of the danger man for this Marine squad. They got to get the ball into his hands.
He's in at fly half now, Brian, so he's a good creator, got some good footwork. See if they can use him here as they pull into the pocket. That is Hancock with the ball now. Crabbing across field, switches back inside. Well read from Army, though.
Clear release.
No clear release.
Tackle assist, clear release.
They've really hammered down that lately, especially the sevens. They want to see that really, really clean release. The tackle player giving a good distance between the player that they have tackled.
Again, not a big distance finder. That's just about 10 meters from the boot of Hancock. Oh, the ball boy's just learning the game as well. He's going to bring another one out to midfield. But the one thing they have here, one of the many things they have here at Infinity Park is getting people to learn the game of rugby. They've done an outstanding job at educating.
Marines, that one goes down to Hancock. This is him with the ball now. Needs someone to straighten the attack. Smith out wide. Army's defense up to the Tasso. So bring Smith down just short of the halfway line. To Millerfield, Bien. Pops that one up nicely to Smith. Smith floats one out wide. Oh, we saw that coming from a mile away. Wow. As Penny just held onto that ball a little bit too long. What a crunching tackle. Away goes Mulitalo as he gets the ball away. Guy, well, he's had an excellent afternoon with the boot. He'll get it done with his feet as he dots this one down under the post right on the stroke of half-time. 19 points to 0. Kick to come, Brian.
Yeah, I think we can credit the tackle for that try. I mean, what a crushing tackle. We saw him come out of nowhere. I didn't even catch a number. It came so fast. But the ball eventually came free. And that was just led directly to this try by Guy. Here it comes. Watch out of nowhere. I think it was Bonavalo that clobbered Penny. And it led to that Guy try, and that's going to be the half. What do we got? 21-0. The conversion was good. 21-0 at the half in favor of Army over the Marines.
Yeah, good to see the little men coming into contact there. Who needs to wait for Mayweather McGregor? We've got it right here. There's a couple of lightweights battling it out.
So I think I had already turned, so I didn't see that.
Take a look at these highlights. 3 great tries to Army in this first half, Brian.
Yeah, it certainly was. Well, there was that play that Mose Mateo was talking about, intentional knock by White, but it still wasn't enough to stop Zach Foro from scoring the try. And it was here Mulitalo that got the second, and after that big tackle, it was Guy that shot the middle to make it 21-0 at the halftime.
Let's buckle down in this second half. Let's go, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Hey, bring it. Come on.
There we go. We'll take a look at the lineups for both these sides now. First one, Army. Oof, what a lineup that is, Brian.
Yeah, and again, star-studded throughout, but no Manny Tago in this game as well. So a lot of the guys that you know, may normally start in these games, have started this game, and there's really no let-up. They've done well. And there you see Will Holder. He's still involved, still wants to push these guys, make them better players, put some pressure on the other guys. And as we look at that Marine team, Grant Penny, we've seen him just take that monster hit. But it is Nick Hancock that has done a lot of the damage for this U.S. Marine squad, and they need to come up with a big effort here in the second half, trailing by 3 converted tries. U.S. Army, of course, coached by Mark Drown, and that's Mark Drown, not Mark Brown. And you got Will Holder, the skipper. You just saw him talk to his team. 4 titles in a row that they've won. They look good making it to the final here for a 5th straight year. And the U.S. Marines, Jeff McCarthy is their coach, and their captain is Nick Hancock.
Bonivalu will get us restarted in the second half. Army kicking off, Marines receiving.
This year, as usual, 21 points for the Gooners.
It's a low corkscrew kick that doesn't go 10.
Not 10.
There is that man you talked about, Muddy Targo. As he comes out for the second half to see if we can get some of the other changes. Looks like Melendez Rivera out there as well. Still no Holder, still no lock. Unless that's Holder on that far side. The sun here at Infinity Park starting to beat down as it sets over the beautiful Rocky Mountains. Penny took a little look up there. Probably didn't like what he saw too. He heard the footsteps of Bonivalu coming, and that's him with the ball now. Bonivalu, as he goes wide, they drop it on the foot through Geib. Here comes the chase. Bounce, perfect. Well, that's beautiful rugby from the Army side. And they open things with Welmers out wide.
Yeah, Anthony Welmers just came in, one of those fresh leg players that we talked about in the first half that was taking a little bit of a break. But how about that weighted kick through? It bounced up perfectly for the big man, and a great finish by Army. What a start to the second half. And look at it, you'd love to have your winger with a pace, with a turn of pace coming through. How about that first hop? Huge hop. He caught a second hop. Perfect with a Marine hanging all over him. Welmer still able to dot down.
The start the Marines were looking for in the second half, Geib. His first miss of this game, 26 points to 0. About a minute and a half into the second half here. Pool B clash, the undefeated Army taking on the Marines. Bonivalu. His kickoff a little better than his last. Oh, Muddy Targo. He flies through the air as he pulls that down. 4-0. Bonivalu, that one along the front of Geib. Here's Welmers. Welmers, oh, he's got magic in his fingers. Welmers, his second touch since he's come on the field. It may result in another try. Welmers, it does. He's 2 from 2. Well, I wonder if he was in Massachusetts on Wednesday. Let's listen in. They want to just check on the grounding here with the double movement. It's all good. Maybe he bought that Powerball ticket on Wednesday, did Welmers.
Yeah, again, good ball movement again by this Army team. And you got the fresh legs out wide of Anthony Welmers. Has his second try in just a matter of a couple of minutes. Had a little trouble getting started so fast. Showed a little ball inside, then got through a couple of tackles. Yeah, no question about that try. Good grounding.
There's just very good space. See how he just buys himself a little extra space there? Really like that. He's got time. He cuts in field. He could have kept his path down the sideline, but he knows he's got some cover defense. I might give myself a little space, a little in and away, we like to call it. And he does that beautifully. Just buys himself a bit of extra time, so he doesn't get bumped into the corner post or over the sideline. Great stuff.
Yeah, kind of like when a guy dives early for the line. I always like to see that too. Tricky kick, did not go 10 meters. It's going to be a short arm penalty here for the Marines. See if they can get on the scoreboard here. Trailing 31-0. They haven't cracked this Army defense yet.
Here we go, Richardson. He'll take the tap. Finds the big man in Smith. Comes back to the middle field with Richardson. That one spills off Army though, so no advantage. Still plenty of time left on the clock here for the Marines to do some damage. They want to get going here pretty quickly.
Yeah, I see a lot of respect both these teams have for one another. All the military teams have for one another. We really appreciate they come in here every year. It's always good rugby. I think the fans really appreciate it. These guys appreciate it. Playing in front of a beautiful stadium, in front of a nice crowd.
Set.
And a lot at stake, that military title. A lot of pride.
All right, we'll take it. Straight back.
And for the most part, these military players, all active duty as well, so big ask for them to come here. So we thank the commanding officers stationed around the world who let them come back here for a couple of weeks. There's Furrow. Furrows forward. Targo finds Welmers. Guide now with Melendez Rivera looming up on the outside. Cover defense comes across. Melendez Rivera, he's taken down inside the 22. Targo now with the ball. Lutalo. Anivalo. Back to Foro.
Tackle!
Still with the Army here. Targo, big man, steps, too easy. He's too big, too strong, too fast. Marty Targo.
Yeah, Marty Targo, just like Anthony Welmers, one of those guys who got a little bit of a rest in that first half with those fresh legs. And you talked about the power that these guys have. They got power, they got pace. They have the rugby nuance, the knowledge. And it's great to see them year after year how they continually improve as a team and as individuals as well.
There's the replay. Look at that, right in between two players. One of them is Grant Penny, who's probably about 135 pounds, so he's picked his target well, Targo. Guide converts, gets back into the winner's circle with that. They are moving along at a hectic pace here, 38 points to 0, 13 minutes gone.
Yeah, good comprehensive victory here by this Army squad. Be nice to see the Marines get on the scoreboard.
Knock on. Advantage over.
Advantage coming here. Richardson goes upfield.
Knock on.
One spill forward. No advantage coming.
Black was knocked on into touch option.
Yeah, he was going to let that play on because of an Army player that knocked that ball backwards.
Knocked into touch. Black ball.
But then there was a knock on for the Marines, so they have the option scrum or line out here. They're going to go for the line out, I think. Nope, going to go for the scrum.
Yep, time's off.
Seems more of a fitting set piece for the Army, doesn't it? The scrum. Line out.
Yeah, but at the end of a game that you're ahead by 38, see, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about ever being in a scrum. Line out, I always like line outs myself a little bit better.
Being selfish, Brian, it's a team game. Just suck it up and stick your head back in there.
Hey, get that breakdown quick.
Crouch.
Shadows are starting to come on to Infinity Park here, so it's getting a little bit cooler, but it's been a warm day. Tomorrow, another warm day expected.
Let's see if Army can keep, not warm, but boiling hot form going to the closure of this game. Guy, there's Andy Locke, who comes on for the final few seconds, and Targo slices right through. He's a big man, but he's got great pace, and he'll bring it around next to the post. There's the exclamation mark we were looking for from Army, and they cap off a dominant performance here.
They certainly do. And again, Andrew Locke just made a quick appearance with a chip over the top to Matty Tago. There was 3 Army players out there, but Matty Tago just too strong, too fast. He just heads right upfield. Heads up play by Andrew Locke though with his kick. And again, 3-on-1 created on the outside, and look at that big gap for